So now it's the month of March. Can you believe it? But you know what got me thinking? It makes me think about luck and St. Patrick's Day and green and gold and money and all those fun things. But you know, what is luck? Luck is usually something that we think is, you know, a trinket that you hold on to, or some people that you know, you think they just are always lucky. But in reality, all luck is expectation. And expectation is really a habit of thought. And a habit of thought is really a belief. So when you realize that whatever you believe is nothing but a thought you keep thinking over and over, you then expect that. And when you expect that, you then receive that. So luck is only the product of your expectation from your habits of thought. So today I thought, wouldn't it be great to create a really cute wreath for your front door in the shape of a clover leaf with your initial in the middle of it. So every time you come into your front door, just for the month of March, or you can keep it up year round, but that you'll know you create your own luck. Okay, so to get started, we need to make our clover leaf shape. And the easiest way to make a clover leaf shape, they're basically hearts, 4 hearts. So if you got some, you know, some Christmas paper laying around or wrapping paper, make a square, or cut out a square about this shape, and just fold it into 4s. I'm just going to fold this in half. I'll fold it again. I fold it in another square, and then I'll fold it again so I can make my clover leaf shape. And you want to fold it until you get to this shape. So, to make the shape of the clover leaf, this end is going to be like the inside of the leaf. This will be the other side of the leaf. So to make that, where you've got it creased here on this side, the long end you don't want to cut. But you want to cut till you get, you know, close towards the tip. But you want to leave the fold so it'll open up and fan out. And you just want to kind of shape it into like a half heart. Voila. And then you open it up and you have your clover leaf shape. This we'll use to trace onto cardboard. If you don't have a big enough piece of cardboard, you can cut a box over it and then just kind of piece it and just trace the line where you are going to attach it, and just trace out your clover leaf shape onto the cardboard. Okay, next, just simply cut out your shape with some scissors, or you can have like a box cutter. Before cutting out this one, remember, you want to use some of this space for your other cutout to be hot glued on. So just draw a line inward, just enough for it to be glued on. Once you get your cutout, hot glue below the line. Once you've got your cardboard glued together, you're actually going to take some batting or like stuff that you see filled with quilts or blankets, and you're going to cut it to the shape of your clover leaf. So then, once you have it cut out, hot glue it to the front of your clover leaf. Okay, so I've added my batting to the front side of my clover, and I've actually added just a little bit in the middle and kind of tapered it off just so it looks a little more thicker in the middle, because that way I can make it have more of a 3D effect. So now, once you have that, you're going to get just some plain old yarn that you can get from any craft store. And we're just going to simply wrap your clover with it over and over and over until you have covered most of it with the yarn. And this is going to give it kind of like a grassy, like leafy effect. Okay, so once you've got your clover leaf wrapped pretty significantly, you don't have to wrap the entire thing, but just enough so it covers a lot of the area. Now we're just going to spray paint it with green paint. So while your clover leaf is drying, go ahead and start on your letter that's going to be in the center. And I actually found some of this packaging styrofoam, it's a little more bendable. It doesn't like snap and you see all the little styrofoam balls. This you can actually cut. So I'm going to draw out, or you can trace out a letter, or if you have a letter like you can buy at Hobby Lobby that's wooden, you can just hot glue that. I'm just going to use what I have. So once you get that, we're going to paint it gold. So I've cut out my B and I've just spray painted it gold. Now I'm just going to hot glue it on the middle of my clover leaf. Okay, so now I got my clover leaf already looking really Irish, and my golden B, my letter, I hot glued in the middle. Now I'm going to make some realistic looking clover leaves with newspaper and paint. I'll show you how easy it is. So get your latest headline, newspaper print, mostly that you want to find that has a lot of text. So you want to stay away from the pictures. Set up, and you're just going to just paint it right on top of your newspaper like so. And don't worry about covering it completely. You want some of the lettering to come through just because it kind of gives it that cool look. But just do it lightly enough till you cover it. And you're going to do it on both sides. So once this side dries, you'll paint the other side. Okay, so while we're waiting on our newspaper to dry, I wanted to actually trim it out with some gold ribbon that I've had for around Christmas time, and I'm going to fold it in half and then just hot glue it on the edge, and it gives it a nice, really cool finish. Okay, so once your newspaper is dry and it's kind of crispy, you're just going to cut little squares, various sizes, and we're going to make small little clover leaves. You can make 3 about the same size. I usually do 1 about a time. And you're going to fold it in half, the square like so. And then you're going to fold it again like we did for the big one. And then again to make a triangle. Now, we're going to cut this end just enough on the edge to leave the fold. And you're going to make your heart shape again. And make it half of the heart there. And we have a baby clover. And the newspaper makes it so cool feeling. I mean, it almost looks like it's a real clover leaf. It has such a cool texture, and when it's on the wreath, it's going to really look realistic. Look at all our lovely little clover leaves. Now, we're just going to actually glue them to the front of our big clover leaf. So remember, luck is only your expectations. And your expectations are your beliefs. And your beliefs are only your habit of thoughts. And your habit of thoughts are what you're thinking. So whatever you're thinking, change it to what you want as if you already have it. And watch how lucky you'll become. Thanks so much for watching, and bye!